streets of Long Beach. How we doing? Tuning in for the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. I'm Jared Deanda. This is Ryan Sage, and my name is misspelled once again. J-A-R-O-D. Thanks for reminding me on how. That's why I named my kids Parker and Tyson. If you mess that up, you got a real problem. Ryan, here we are. We were here last night. Here we are once again.
Yeah, it's amazing, and especially coming up with this new format where we basically have two Grade 8 competitions, one on Friday, one on Saturday. We saw Peter Vincek have a great competition last night, just blew everybody's doors. Everybody did great, but now we're going to start all over again and go one more time.
$25,000 purse from Friday and Saturday collectively. Who's going to get the biggest purse overall? Again, from Friday, Saturday. Long Beach, the world, are you ready to meet your Grade 8 drivers here on the streets of Long Beach, the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge? Starting off first with the first car parked. He's originally from the 808. That is Hawaii now on the 702. In the Vaptasia Achilles tire S14, it is Forrest Wang. Next up, he's piloting his Formula Drift Pro car that will see action in just 2 weeks from now. Originally from Kalamazoo, Michigan, right here from Southern California, in the Falcon Tires Roush Performance Ford Mustang. It is JTP Justin Pollock. Originally from Destin, Florida, in the Permatex Black Magic Nexon tire, it is a supercharged V8 under the hood S14. It is Alec Honadell. From Lima, Peru, in his Nitto tires, a field suspension. He calls it the Monster BMW. It's got a supercharged V8 under the hood as well. Again, the Inca Madness Racing. It is Alex Hilbrun. A driver we like to see out here every year from Chatsworth, California. It is Ford Mustang on Nexon tires. It is Trent Beecham. The first time this driver is seeing this course, he is in his LS S13 from the PNW from Washington. It is Dylan the Dozer Hughes. Coming to us from Poland, he is your winner here last night. He won in Irwindale. He was on the podium last week. And can he do it again here in the Word House? Falcon Tires S15, Peter Vincek. And last but definitely not least, from Long Beach, California, the American Ethanol Top One Oil, Nexon Tires, MX5, Kyle the Menace Mohan. All right, seeing some drift fans getting hyped out there. Again, the Grade 8 drivers, we are seeing an alternate of Dylan Hughes enter the scene compared to last night. We saw George K. Unfortunately, he went into the wall. All right, let's get another wave going. You guys didn't hear me the first time. I want to see if you guys are ready to rip roar and ready to shred it and send it. So again, the fans closest to the bridge, you might not have heard me, you're all in spectacles, you're all starry-eyed, bright-eyed, and bushy-tailed. So the fans closest, raise your hands really quick. The closest to, there we go. That's a great effort. That was an adorable little wave. That's cute compared to what you're going to do right now. So real quick, on 3, you're going to stand up, and it's going to make its way all the way to the waterfront. So on 3, you're going to start this wave. Are you guys ready? I was talking to everybody, but it's okay if that one person answered. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3, send it! There we go. Look at that, coming our way. Lontaine, this is called the wave. I know you're Canadian, you're a little slow on this, but that's what you do. A little delayed action there. It's coming around, it's coming to the waterfront. Let's make a wave, it's coming. Really, really. Todd over there, the independent little ripple. That was adorable. All right, Ryan, so we've got them all hyped up. Educate them on what's going to go down drifting if somebody's never seen it before, what's going to transpire?
Well, usually we have individual car qualifying, but for this specialty event, we basically drew numbers out of a hat, and we've got drivers pinned up against each other, 1 and 8 all the way down, and then we'll have a final towards the end.
All right, so again, head-to-head battle. It's a grade 8. It's essentially invitational. We have $25,000 up for grabs overall between the 2 days. Really like the format. I think it's all killer, no filler. We had some unforeseen circumstances yesterday with some of the vehicles, but overall, we saw some great head-to-head battles. Peter Vincek, notably, just it seems like he's the guy to beat. His chase runs were nearly flawless, and his lead runs were just that much more better because he could see. He just had great vision both in the front and the chase position.
Yeah, it really does take both runs to get a guy that has a clear advantage. Usually it's intuitive to the people that are watching. You see that a lead driver has gone up against the touch and goes, the wall, hit that inside clip, and then when he goes to the chase position, he's keeping pressure on the lead driver. He's not making any mistakes. He has better angle perhaps, and that, in conclusion, will get him the win.
Real other contender, I got to say, is Forrest Wang. Kyle Mohan, this is his own backyard. He is on the start line. Trenton Beacham, he is from Southern California, here in Chatsworth, California. The sun is setting, but are you ready to party Long Beach and around the world? Let's see some head-to-head battles here at the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. Kyle Lemanis Mohan in the lead position. Trenton Beacham in the chase. Looks like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and restart them. And we will restart them. That will be a restart. We saw Kyle Mohan knock over a cone.
Yeah, not sure exactly what's going on there, but that was actually the restart light that came out. You could see that through the chicane, a cone was hit, and that does induce a restart. So both drivers, it looked like Kyle noticed it, but then Trenton drifted around him. So we will go back and start the run one more time.
All right, so we are hearing from Kyle Mohan's spotter, his wife Adrienne, that they do not have the right equipment prepared for right now, so they are retiring. So Kyle Mohan will be retiring. So unfortunately for Kyle Mohan, his vehicle unable to advance on. So that means Trenton Beacham gets a fast pass into the Final Four.
Yeah,
so,
now it's making sense. Now the burnout is making sense. Didn't really understand what was going on there, but it sounds like from his spotter that he realized that the brakes are not working, and that was a separate incident from hitting the cone out of the chicane. So as you said, Jared, Trenton Beacham, victory lap here, moving on into the grade 8.
Trenton Beacham and his Necks and Tires Roush Performance Ford Mustang is in the Final Four, and he's barely limping around as well. Unfortunately for his vehicle, seems like he's
getting a little torque right out the gate.
Yeah, he got a little torque. So Beacham damn near killed him. So Beacham advances on to the Final Four, but we'll see, because he's going to have stiff competition either against another Ford Mustang of Justin Pollock or Dylan Hughes. So Dylan Hughes, a Pro 2 driver entering Pro 2 competition this year. We should be seeing him in 2 rounds of competition at Road Atlanta. Again, he is a Pro-Am driver making his debut.
And looking pretty solid, I might add. Came out last night, had some pretty good practice runs, and looked pretty confident that for his first time out on probably the toughest track in the circuit. One of the toughest tracks in the circuit.
You got to think that Nerves is his biggest competitor right now, even.
And he is going to be the lead driver out here. So Justin, maybe not having a ton of practice against Dylan, will probably want to just keep his eye out on exactly how much speed he has. And I'm sure that his spotter was checking to see exactly, how each driver was performing on course and strategizing here for this second battle in the Grade 8.
And look at JTP quickly pulling right up to the start line. Loving this, Ryan. See the signature cylinder, facility here in the background and the skyline, and people are lining the patios here on the skyline as Dylan Hughes initiates, gets out to the touch and go, doesn't go all the way out there, transitions into that first outer zone. Justin Pollock given a safe amount of distance, does not again get out to that second outer zone. Dylan Hughes keeping it even keel, nothing too aggressive. Keeping it off the walls, doesn't get all the way out there. Make some noise for him. Dylan Hughes and Justin Pollock.
Let's take a look at the replay here. You can see Justin does give a little bit of room to Dylan. He doesn't fully engage until the end here, and that may hurt him a little bit. Dylan comes through that first corner, tries to get out to that touch and go. Pretty good job there. Now wrapping back around. Justin makes a little bit of a bobble there right after that first outer zone. Now Justin is going to start closing the door. Nice wrap around here by Dylan out front. Late apex right there. And Justin tucks up on the inside. And the run is over. Now they will switch things up. JTP will go to the lead and Dylan to the chase.
How many people are going to be joining us at Irwindale? Anybody know where Irwindale is? Irwindale Speedway? Seeing a few hands. Seeing a where, what? Well, if you don't know, now you know. The final round of the Formula Drift Championship 2018. Irwindale Speedway, not too far from here. This is just an appetizer of what Formula Drift competition is all about. Here we go, Justin Pollock, Dylan Hughes applying the pressure out of the gate. Pollock not getting all the way to the outside zone. Dylan Hughes showing up quite a bit in that transition. Pollock keeps it consistent, big angle from him. Dylan transfers into that final clip. And Pollock wraps it around, and Ryan, you have to think that Pollock's just experience and just execution there played a major role.
Well, you really have to appreciate also from Dylan right out of the gate being aggressive. He knows that Justin's got the quicker car here, but he tries to stay on him. Justin doesn't get out to that touch and go. Better job on that first outside zone. You can see Dylan there, shallows up the line, has to make a correction here, but gets back on the throttle. Tries to close the door here on the inside. Really tight here, wraps around and loses a little bit of momentum through that last corner there as Justin comes through the finish line. This is the first run, Jared. We'll take a look. Remember, judges are looking at both lead runs, both chase runs, and who did best overall. Now, this is where I thought Justin made a little bit of a mistake here. You can see lacking the angle there. And now the scores will go out.
Slide him left for Justin Pollock, right for Dylan Hughes. Ryan, Andy, or Brian, and there you go. JTP, Justin Pollock, advances on into the Final Four. Our next battle, and we are on the other side of the bracket, so already in the Final Four, Trenton Beecham versus JTP. We have an all-Mustang battle on the left side of the bracket. Now we're going to the right side. Now Forrest Wang is in his what I like to call a backup car, but by no stretch of the imagination, this is a backup car compared to a lot of the other vehicles on the road. It's still a 2JZ powered vehicle. It's an S14 Alex Hilbrun LS powered supercharged BMW. Hilbrun from Peru, Forrest Wang from Hawaii. Here we go. Hilbrun initiates into turn 9, out to the touch and go. Goes Hilbrun. Nice job using all the course. Forrest Wang, you can see him shallowing up, but still keeps it consistent as far as proximity. But Hilbrun just with a little more amplitude, a little more intensity. I gotta say commitment, you know, talking about the criteria, line, angle, fluidity, commitment. Who harnessed that more, Ryan?
Well, let's take a look at this here again, Jared. You can see a nice snappy initiation there for Hilbrun. Wang trying to keep close from the onset, but out to that touch and go with great angle as Hilbrun brings it back around to that first outside zone. Wang not letting him get away, but could maybe apply a little bit more pressure here. Now through the smoke line, Wang starts to close the door here, but you can see Hilbrun out front doing a nice job around that final inside clip. So close battle here. Couple areas where Forrest could maybe take advantage of a very, very minor mistakes that Alex made in the lead position, but really Alex looked very solid out front, so that's going to be a big ask. And now Hilbrun will have to have at least equal or better chase of Forrest Wang.
Wang will now lead. Hilbrun giving chase. You can see our starter out in front of the vehicles. Lights illuminate, extinguish. Let's send it. The second half of this battle with Wang out front. Vaptasia, Achilles tires. Hilbrun, Nitto tires, fuel suspension. Look at that, Hilbrun already applying the pressure. Wang gets all the way out there, maxing out the angle. Nice job under the bridge. That's Hilbrun. You can see him dropping back a little bit, a little shallower line. Then Wang coming to that final clipping point. Both of them executing flawlessly. Ideal conditions, Ryan, for this event for us here. So look at everybody just on the balconies out there. Forrest Wang, Alex Hilbrun, slide him left for Wang, right for Hilbrun. And that's a one more time from Ryan. That is where they are indecisive. Andy says Forrest Wang. What does Brian say? One more time. And they are going at it again. If you're scratching your heads, what is that? The judges say, again, majority rules, 2 to 1. And that means they will be going at it again. So that is a one more time for Wang and Hilbrun. We'll revisit them. But before that, we have our final battle, or what was to be the final battle of the Grade 8. Peter Vincik, the winner from last night, going against Alec Honadel. 2 Nissan chassis, a Toyota power plant under the hood of the white, red, and blue vehicle of the Polish driver. Peter, the winner from last night, He got third last weekend at round 1 of the Formula Drift Championship. And here we go. Peter initiates. And here goes Hilbrun. Peter back at it again like a broken record. Vincic into that second outer zone, approaching that final front clip. But Alec Honadel, woo, right there in the business of the Polish driver. Alec Honadel from Florida is not fazed by what Peter did last night.
Well, Peter was doing this all night. Last night, you can see here, great initiation, back on throttle very early. And you can see right out to that touch and go. Beautiful job on that first outside zone. But look who's right behind him, Alec Honadel, keeping it close here. You can see Peter gets out to that touch and go. And right there, you can see Alec takes a little bit of a tighter line, avoids making contact there.
All right, so now Alec Honadel will lead, and Peter will give chase. But Ryan, you're saying, yeah, Peter Vincic just an unstoppable force last night.
Yeah, him and James have a very similar driving style in terms of not only the way the car moves, but just how well they attack certain areas of the course. Very aggressive on the touch and go. I mean, literally an inch or that bumper right up against the wall without making the vehicle have any kind of perturbations at all.
Yeah, the tolerance and margin for error are just minimal. Oh, look at that. And quickly, Peter gets to the side of Honadel. But a great lead run. It can only be, oh my goodness. Peter Vincic just unbelievable in that chase position. Honadel, a solid lead run. Let them know you're here, Long Beach. Woo! Look how quickly Vincic gets to the side of Honadel.
Yeah, it's great how he attacks right there without taking the line away.
Wow.
It gives Alec the opportunity to drive the way that he wants to, but you can see Peter is just with him completely. He's literally driving right next to him pretty much from initiation all the way through. It's an absolutely incredible job there in the chase position, and you have to give credit to Alec as well, because a great chase cannot happen without a great lead. And here is the lead run from Peter again. You can see out to that touch and go, back across, right there on that first outer zone. We're just seeing some incredible driving by both these guys, but I think Peter has a bit of an edge here when you combine both runs.
So do we have a winner? How many people are rooting for Alec Honadel in the green Permatex S14? And then how many people are pulling for Peter Vincic there in the white, red, and blue? Well, the needle seems to be going the way of the Polish driver, the winner from last night. He was on the podium. Again, we have packed stands out here at the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. Do we have a winner? Scores are in. I'm hearing from our officials. Slide him left for Alec Honadel. Slide him right for our Polish driver, Peter. Ryan says Peter. And there it is. Peter Vincic gets the win. Peter gets the win and continues his consistency. You can see Forrest weighing that vape Tasia. He makes clouds of his own, not always from the vapes, but from his Achilles tires as he pulls up to the start line. Alex Hilbrun, Inca Madness Racing, Nitto Tires, BMW will be on the start line. And this is our one more time battle. Are we going to get a decisive winner? Who's going against Peter, our winner from last night? Hilbrun out front. Initiates into the first turn. Initiates a little bit earlier than that of Forrest Wang. Oh! And Hilbrun, a major correction. Shuts it down. That is going to be a major advantage towards Forrest Wang. Ryan.
Yeah, let's see if we can pick anything out there that may have transpired. First pass, it seems like some sort of mechanical here, but let's take a look. You can see initiates out front is Alex Hilbrun. Wang behind him, then Hilbrun shuts it down. Good job by Forrest not to make contact there and also stop driving for the safety of Hilbrun. So, Jared, it will be an incomplete out front for Alex Hilbrun, and we'll see if he's able to make it back to the line for the chase run.
overhearing Alex Hilbrun's spotter over here, and he is saying that they're done. He gave the
universal sign.
The universal throat chop sign, and he says we're done. So Forrest Wang will have a bye run, one and done there for Hilbrun, or I should say one more time and then a half, and then that Forrest Wang will advance on with this bye run, his Vapetasia Achilles tire S14. Everybody Wang Chung tonight as he advances on. We will see a repeat of Wang and Peter, but that is not in the finals. So we have our final four set. It will be Trenton Beecham versus JTP, Justin Pollock, and then Forrest Wang, who will have his bye run right now against Peter Visick. And I'm seeing a lot of yellow flags out here, and you can see our officials. This is not a... Do we have a streaker? I think it's a streaker. He's streaking. But he has all his clothes on, so this isn't really necessarily streaking. He found his Metallica tape out on the track. Little debris. Little debris on the track. So Forrest Wang's bye run. Make some noise for him. Vapetasia Achilles tires S14 will advance on a little solo celebratory run into that touch and go. Bloop, bloop, G. Give me that banana. Boom. All up in that second outer zone. Getting his way with the course. He's going to need to bring it. He's going against the repeat customer of Peter Visick. It is a return affair for Peter versus Wang. Beecham versus JTP. Claims. All right, the tires are warm. We are beginning our final four, the top four. Justin Pollock in his Falcon tires, a Ford Mustang. Roush Performance, Ford Star wheels on the corners. And Trenton Beecham, next in tires, Roush Performance, Ford Mustang. Basically the Jedi versus the Padawan, as Justin Pollock has helped Trenton Beecham along the way in certain aspects, but right now, that's all out the window. We are ready to send it for our first battle of the Final Four. JTP, Justin Pollock, will be out front. Trenton Beecham in that chase position. What do we got? You can see those red lights illuminating right between the cars. They'll extinguish. Send it. Here we go. JTP, Trenton Beecham. Pollock initiating quickly. Right to angle, very quick. See him getting out to that touch and go. Trenton Beecham struggling to get out to that first outer zone. Justin Pollock executing very well. Could be deeper on that second outer zone, but just saving his vehicle. Trenton Beecham, a major mistake there, unfortunately for him, approaching that final front clip. Justin Pollock with a major advantage. Ryan Sage.
Yeah, it's going to be an incomplete, most likely here for Trenton Beecham. Watch this initiation here from Justin Pollock, and then right in the background you can see Beecham lose his angle there, kind of has to reinitiate. Now, that was pretty much borderline, I think, but could be justified as an incomplete. But certainly here, as we get towards the end of the track, watch Beecham as he comes through outside zone 2, tries to transition back around, is not able to hold the angle, and then basically went straight there and also into opposite drift. So that'll be an incomplete for Trenton Beecham, and we'll have Justin Pollock now chasing him down here to find out who moves on into the next battle. As going against Beecham, you saw he had that major mistake. Doesn't want to get into the side of the vehicle. Going to play it safe, or is he going to apply the pressure? He's going to turn it up to 11. That's right, bro. And away they go from the start line. Who's going to the finals? Is the Final Four as Beecham and Pollock. Beecham initiates into that first corner to get all the way out to that touch and go. Beecham is not backing down. What does he have to lose? He gets into the wall. Beecham, Pollock is right there. Approaching that final clip, you got to keep in mind, Beecham has that incomplete run. Pollock making his presence felt. All signs are saying JTP, Justin Pollock. Strong, heroic effort there by Trenton Beecham, but with that incomplete, it's going to be too little too late. You can see he initiates here, gets back on throttle, has to make a few corrections there right after initiation. Justin Pollock not letting him get away, giving himself a decent distance to attack here. Starting to close the door. Beecham wraps around this last inside clip, leaves the door open there for Justin Pollock. He closes it even further, and that's icing on the cake there as Justin Pollock will move on to the finals.
All right, so JTP is in the finals. All right, so again, show of hands, how many people were here last night? All right, so a few hands. How many people first time seeing drifting? Make some noise. All right, Trent Beecham, slide him left for Beecham, right for Pollock. We know the answer. JTP, Justin Pollock is in the finals. So for those of you that have seen tonight, even last night, Forrest Wang, he pilots the Forest Green Motegi Achilles tire S14. And then Peter Visick, he is warming up the Wordhouse Drift Team Falcon Tires S15. So I'm going to ask you, who are you pulling for? Where are my Forrest Wang fans at? Where are you at? Where are my Peter Visick fans at? Where are my drifting fans at? Yeah, okay, so collectively, let's see you shred, bro. Come on, shred it, bro! Hashtag FD, Formula D, FDX5. That stands for 15 years of Formula Drift competition at Formula D. Tag at Motegi Racing, as well as at Toyota LBGP, as in the Toyota Long Beach Grand Prix. Here we go, the other side of the bracket. Who's going against JTP in the finals? Peter from Poland or Forrest from Hawaii? Peter initiates, out to the touch and go. Forrest going deeper than Peter, but does not get out to that first outer zone in the toe. Peter using all of the course, executing flawlessly like a surgeon, but Forrest Wang, really good chase job from him, but he knew he had to show up because Peter has just been performing surgery on this track. Ryan?
Yeah, and this is the first time I think Peter takes a slightly different line. Looks like he goes a little bit later into the touch and go. Let's take a look here. You can see he's right back on throttle. Typically gets out to the touch and go about there, but a little bit longer. And you can see as he moves back around to that first outside zone, Forrest Wang is about a car length back. Now he's starting to close the door through the smoke line. Forrest Wang up on the inside right there. Great job by both competitors. And again, a great start here to find out who's going to be moving on into the finals against Justin Pollock.
We got to turn it up. We got my main man down here, Flavor Flav. I'm just going to call him Flavor Flav. I don't even know his real name, but he is always here cranking beers and cranking a good time. He's hyped for it. So as we are now seeing Forrest Wang. Oh, they're raging over there. Yeah, look at that. Got disco lights, Ryan. Look at all the parties going on in the towers. I know my boy Mark's over there in this tower. He's sending me videos and photos and saying, that was a close one, man. That was a good one. Here we go, Forrest Wang. Peter Visick. Whoa, doctor, look at that. Peter having to back down a little bit, but Forrest Wang gets to that first outer zone. Are we going to see a one more time battle, or is Peter going to make his presence felt? Flawless run from Forrest Wang. Everybody on their feet. Peter Visick shores up. Both these guys, Ryan, I mean,
I don't know.
Which way is the needle going, man?
Maybe a couple mistakes from Peter this time. Usually he gets right in the pocket right here and then never wavers. But you can see right there he had to back off. He lost a little bit of angle here. Forrest gets out to that touch and go. Great job by Forrest in that first outside zone. Peter surging forward. Now watch here on the transition back around. If the lights don't mess up the smoke here, Peter's going to just not get to angle on that transition as quickly as he could have. And this may be one of those situations where we have a battle that is too close to call, but it will be in the judges' hands after this point. Let's take a look at the lead run here from Peter. We saw that he went a little bit deeper or a little bit later in that touch and go. Forrest maybe a little bit more separation here. So both drivers making a couple mistakes here, even though it was a very, very fun battle to watch. And now it's in the judges' hands to find out who's going to the finals.
All right, so as we are waiting for the judges' verdict, where am I? Oh, we're hearing the fans chant one more time. What do you guys think? Check, 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 check. Went out. The fans are hearing one more time. I can't hear you. Look, even the security guard's hyping you up right now. Look at this guy. Look, the security guy's asking for you. Look at. Are you not entertained? Make some noise, Long Beach! Feedback. Hot mic. This guy. Just one more time. I'd like to see him run again. I think it's fair. I think you know, they both drove aggressively, but you know, I'd like to see him go again. Slide him left for Forrest Wang. Slide him right for Peter Visick. Ryan, Andy, and Brian say. Ryan says one more time. Andy and Brian say. Brian says Forrest Wang. And Andy says one more time. Meh, meh, meh. Piano Cat was impressed with that one. That was a good one. Are you now entertained? Right after this short commercial break, we'll be back with more Formula Drift action here at the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. Here's a message from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll see Forrest Wang and Peter Visick from Poland do battle here on the streets of Long Beach when we come back. All right, well, again, if you like this, you're going to love our final round of the Formula Drift Championship. Irwindale, California, the House of Drift. You know, just like, you know, you got Talladega, you got Monaco. You have these iconic places of motorsport. Irwindale, California, Irwindale Speedway has been playing host to the finals for now. This year will mark 15 years, so please join us. Not too far from here, just a stone's throw away, just less than an hour, you'll see the final round of the Formula Drift Championship. Not only that, but you'll also see who will be our 2018 Formula Drift champion. So I encourage you, go to FormulaD.com. We have an app, update all the action. You can watch every round live from the comfort of your own home. People have drinking games from what I understand, from me saying dumb stuff. But right now, it's all about who's going to the finals. Peter Visick versus Forrest Wang. Peter initiating. Forrest Wang not backing down. Peter using all the course. Gets out the touch and go. Boom! Right under the bridge. As Peter transitions under that second outer zone. Peter Visick exchanging paint. Bringing into that final front clip. Boom goes the dynamite. Both these guys exercising their right to party here on the streets of Long Beach. Ryan, great job by Peter Visick, but got to give a lot of credit to Forrest Wang.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Both drivers really laying it on the line here. You can see Peter out front again, right back on the throttle, out to that touch and go. Forrest Wang not letting him get away. Forrest trying to reach out to that first outer zone as deep as Peter does, but just maybe not as deep. And then right here, Forrest on the inside, closing the door. Peter throttling through. You can see Forrest right there, maybe not fully drifting through the finish line, but the judges will have to take both runs into account here. Now we'll see Forrest Wang, an excellent lead driver and chase driver, go out front, and Peter will chase him down.
Extinguish him. Let's send it. Are we going to have a winner? Make some noise. Streets of Long Beach. Forrest Wang, Peter Visick. Wang initiates. Peter right there. Seems like he backs off just a little bit, gives himself a little bit of a buffer, but no, Forrest Wang hangs it out. Peter right there into that second outer zone. The way Peter is just on his door. Incredible run by both these guys. Round of applause. Make some noise. You are seeing some awesome driving right now. Absolutely incredible. Ryan, would you agree?
Yeah, solid run here once again. We're seeing a back and forth battle from these guys. I can't wait to see how the season plays out, because we're seeing some incredible drifting here. Forrest Wang, big angle towards outside, or excuse me, the touch and go number one. Gets a little bit early into outside zone number one, and you can see the smoke pluming up here. Peter is going to tuck up on the inside, keep it drifted all the way through the finish line.
Scores are in from our officials. After we see our Motegi Racing replay, do we have a winner? What do you guys think? Is it Forrest Wang or is it Peter Visick? Slide him right for Peter Visick. Peter beats Wang again. He beats up his Wang and moves on to the finals. It is Peter Visick moving on. And who is going to get the win? That means Wang will be third place. So, JTP, Peter Visick are in the finals. Peter will strap on some new Falcon Tire rubber. Falcon Tire 1 and 2 in this event. Look at that, the party up in there. Look at that. Feel like very voyeur right now. Hey, what are you guys doing up there? What's the room number? You guys want to party? The finals are here. Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. And it's JTP Justin Pollock versus Peter Visick. Ryan, we saw Peter win last night. We just saw him take out Forrest Wang like he did last night, but Justin Pollock was early out in the Great 8, but Justin seems aggressive. But you have to keep in mind, Peter Visick, this is a backup vehicle compared to his Formula J Pro vehicle. He is on it. Justin Pollock, he's in his pro car, but he has competition in just 2 weeks in Orlando.
Yeah, so you want to take a measured approach here. Obviously, you want to make sure that that vehicle gets to the next round of competition. At the same time, there is money on the line here and also just walking away with that trophy. But for Peter Vincek, it's very much reminiscent of Alex Hilburn last year. Started off very strong, did great at these competitions, did great at the first round of Long Beach. So we're starting to see here Peter really show just how competitively sound he is as we see him take on Justin Pollock here in the finals.
All right, Peter Visick, the finals are here. Make some noise, Long Beach. Woo! Peter Visick from Poland going against JTP, Justin Pollock. Visick in the white, red, and blue S13, a little shimmy shake into that first turn. Justin Pollock, that Falcon Tires wraps before the Ford Mustang. Get to that out, touch and go. Peter Visick bounces to the outer zone, into the second outer zone. Like I said, performing surgery. He looks clinical right now. Justin Pollock applying the pressure, but not as much. Going into that first outer clip. Ryan, under the bridge is where I really saw Justin lose some ground there. Peter, a great job out front.
Well, you can see Justin was being pretty aggressive there, getting close to Peter, almost some contact. But right here, Peter gets out to that first touch and go. Perfect job on that first outside zone. JTP closing the door here as they leave that second outside zone, looking for an opportunity to attack here, but Peter, nice round line there through that last inside clip. Justin Pollock hanging in there, so now JTP has seen Peter's lead run, and they'll switch it up. Justin goes to the lead, and Peter will chase him down.
As JTP, Justin Pollock, you see his lights illuminating there on the start line. Is this going to be the finals? Are we going to have a winner? Did you have fun here tonight, Long Beach? All killer, no filler. The Great 8 that is the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. Justin Pollock out front, Peter Visick in the lead. Both of them initiating. Peter Visick right there. Justin Pollock tries to get out to the touch and go before it goes into the zone as Justin Pollock gets into it. Nice job by him. Really pulling away, leaps and bounds away from Peter Visick. But now Peter gained some ground. Ryan, was that enough? Do you think we have a winner? Again, look at lead versus lead, chase versus chase.
And who did better overall? Let's take a look here. Great initiation by Justin Pollock. Peter right there. You can see he falls back a little bit. Justin does not get out to that touch and go. Big angle here on that first outer zone. Peter has to make an adjustment here, and he does, driving through the smoke and then comes back into view here in front of all the fans, and then right through that last inside clip, you can see they are door to door.
Well, do you think we have a winner? Or should they go one more time? Well, guess what? We do have a winner. We do have a winner. Round of applause for all the drivers, all the teams, all the crews. Thank you to Motegi Racing for sponsoring our event here last night and tonight. The Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. The party continues here on the streets of Long Beach. The Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach. We'll announce the winner right here on track. If you want to find out who wins, or if you think you already have that kind of special power, you already think you know and you're already a professional because the first time you saw drifting is right now and you already know who won, go ahead and leave. I said good day. We do have a winner. We do have a winner. Again, third place goes to Forrest Wang. Due to his drawing of the straws, he gets another podium finish. All right, let's get them outside of their vehicles, and we will award them with some trophies. Make some noise for these three finalists. The podium is set. Again, thank you for the fans. If your first time seeing drifting, go to formuladee.com for more information. Our first round of competition was last week, and we have 7 rounds remaining, and our final round in October. Download the app, check out Formula D. It's on CBS Sports. Myself and Ryan Sage are your tour guides throughout the show. But thank you for joining us out here. Let's award some trophies. Again, third place goes to the Vantasia Achilles Tires S14 Forrest Wang. Congratulations, your winner here Saturday night under the lights of the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. Peter Vincek is your winner once again. Peter from Poland, the Wordhouse Drift Team, Falcon Tires Podium is your winner. There it is, the hug, the Candyman in the machine. A celebratory hug from his Wordhouse Drift Team teammates. That means second place goes to your Falcon Tire Roush Performance Ford Mustang JTP Justin Pollock. Numerous sporting events. Thank you for letting